another tick along the path, I feel. And that's why I'm recording this morning. I've been trying, it's an interesting word, because it means action without achievement. So I've been on a pathway that I've chosen. I'm choosing my words carefully. I have gradually become more and more aware of who I am. I have become more and more aware that there is more of what this reality is that we are in. I've heard many times now that it is a mirror that is just reflecting back to us the vibrations that we give out. That takes a while to sink in. It has taken me a while. And even in moments of extreme clarity, such as this one, I know that as my day continues to take shape, that my ego, part of me will attempt to backslide, to forget, to go back into the old programming. So my action, my procedure is to continually remind myself to remember that everything is a reflection of really my inward state. And everything is inside us. Let me take a pause to sneeze. Post-sneeze. Okay. I have imagined that you also have listened to a lot of people who have thought through these things, who have analyzed them, who perhaps have channeled entities outside of our physical reality, such as Abraham, such as Bashar, such as Cryon, such as Seth, such as innumerable, Zero. There's just names, name after name after name, right? Saint Germain. There's just the councils of, whatever. There's just no end to them, right? But they're all saying the same stuff, all of them. They might say it from a slightly different perspective, using slightly different words, but it's the same stuff. And we take it in, we think, that's wonderful. I really understand that now, or I can use that now. But invariably, we need to keep working with ourselves until it's part of us. It is something we believe. And until we actually believe it, it's a good working theory. It's a good way to frame life. It's helpful, but it doesn't actually change us until we allow it in, we believe it. And I was listening to YouTube this morning on a few things that I like to re-listen to because I forget. It's easy to forget. And it was, my playlist had 111 items in it, videos in it. I see repeating numbers all the time, and they remind me that this isn't real, that there's a bigger orchestration. And I suppose, not suppose, I do believe that it is me sending me messages, my higher self, inner being. Yes, hello. This is just an illusion. It's a mirror. All of this fun stuff that you want, it already exists. You just need to allow yourself to feel it, to embody it, to let it enter in and not worry about, not fear. As Dolores Cannon said, fear is for entertainment purposes only. And you have to understand. Here I am with a restaurant at the lowest seat point in the season, October, November, just having come out of 2 years of construction, major road construction on this artery that flows through our area. And with a manager that is working hard to preserve what he's built over the last 17 years, preserve good employees, but at the same time, losing sight of, willfully so, and ignorantly at the same time, that we can't pay out more than we bring in. So this week, I told him, we don't have enough for payroll. And there's a part of me earlier in the week, today's Wednesday, so on Monday, I allowed myself to be really anxious and, I have to solve this, I have to figure it out, I have to. And my wife came and chewed on me and gave me a different perspective. And, while she is also looking at limitations and consequences, she's looking at them from a different perspective. And that kind of helped shake me out of that and gradually realize, and particularly this morning, that I am creating all aspects of this reality. Everything is a reflection, even my employees at the restaurant, even my employees at my, delivery business, my circumstances, my desire to win, or my the lottery jackpot that I want to win, or that I've won. Everything is just a reflection. In this world that we live in, you are a reflection. We're living in this world, but it is almost as if we are all islands in this world. We interact with each other, but from myriad different perspectives and internal realities. So it's extremely simple and yet extremely complex to a degree which there's no way that our brains could comprehend it. That's the way I see it. How could our realities be a true reflection of what's inside us in all aspects if we weren't all living in an individualized, customized matrix, programmed environment, whatever you want to call it? that touches on, yes, we touch each other, we impact each other, but we impact each other from a mirrored allowance, invitation from everyone else. So, oh my gosh, stream of thought, right? It only makes sense to me because there is no other way that it could be. If we're creating our own reality, and the reactions, the experiences we have with other people are those that we have chosen to have, elected to have, mirrored to have. I mean, it's the only way it makes sense. One more thought. I'll let this end. Hopefully it's made sense to you. I'm filtering through it myself. That as I look at just the words that we use in our language, and we've created them, right? And in our time-based reality, we think that they're ancient. All these words are ancient. But reality tells us that, or the universe tells us that there is only now, that time is an illusion, that past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. So as I was thinking about words, roots, what they mean, my daughter and wife and I were watching a Netflix show, and I was thinking of, the word entertain. And it's very close to this Spanish word, entretener, tener being to have, possess, hold. And entre is between. And that's what it means in English as well. Enter, between. Tain, I'm sure, has the root to it that the Spanish has. It's just to have and hold. And it's the same root as maintain, sustain, So here we are, held in between two positions, distracted from what's happening around us, and that's entertainment. Just think how interesting that we now use that in the ways that we do, but it's so accurate. It's not necessarily productive effort, time spent. It's just kind of a suspension, a distraction from the process that we're engaged in all the rest of the now moment. And this morning I was thinking about the word always, meaning all the time. But you think about the actual word, it's all, and ways. All means, all possibilities. Because why? There is no time. There's action. And that's what it is, all actions. It always happens to me. What does that even mean? So, the more I think about life, the more I think, everything is just fashioned and created to serve us now. History is an illusion, just as much as our future is an illusion. The only actions we can take are now. Everything is now. We're being recreated billions of times each now second to create the illusion of progression of time. So, as I fictitiously move toward tomorrow or Friday when payday is, and I don't know. What do? Do I assume that disaster will strike? No, that's ridiculous. do I assume employees will be understanding, or that we'll find a way, or that things will shift somehow in some miraculous way? Why not? All ways are open, right? Always. Things always work out for me. Okay, here we are. 15 minutes and counting. So here's my stream of consciousness today. Hopefully it prompts something in you, rings a bell with you. We're making sense out of this. We're remembering that we're creating this. Let's just have fun with it. I'm tired of not having fun. Same thing. Now moment, day after now moment, day. Let me recreate a slightly different situation that I don't prefer. Enough, right? Enough. All right, bye-bye.